Welcome to another exciting episode of DERB's Electronic Repair Bench.
Afternoon, YouTube. Here with you on this Friday afternoon to share with you what I got in the I should start to say the mail, but this actually came through UPS. There's one of them. 39 drawers on this one. This one's just 16 small drawers, but I think between the two that will be plenty for putting in my capacitors and the other thing I want to put in. So I'm really thinking more on about putting it down here. I haven't totally decided yet, but if I do, I'll probably mount the other one on top of this one to have it all over here. So that's the plan anyway. These are actually bigger drawers than I thought they would be, but still, I mean, they're good size as far as what I want them for, so I think. Like I said, they're really about the same size as the drawers of the top here, and the drawers of that are pretty much the same size. So, like I said, those will be fine for small parts, and hopefully I can get some of those put away today and maybe get a mounting place over here for it. And do that after I take Lexi to work at 5. She goes to work 5 tonight, so. And we'll get something done on that. If I do, I'll bring you back and show you some more, so stay tuned. Oh, also, wanted to mention I did get Bill's radio shipped off today. So he should be getting that Monday, I hope. At least that's what the lady at the post office said, so we'll hope so. Anyway, like I say, we'll bring you back here if we have some more, and stay tuned. Yeah, alright, I'm back with you again. In order to accommodate everything like I wanted, I felt this had to be done first. This cross brace has been absent since I put that up, and that shelf has just been so wobbly, it's just not funny. So I plan on where the screwdriver is there, the power screwdriver, that is where the big cabinet, that cabinet right there will go, and it will be secured down to the tabletop. So, and right below it is where the little one will go, right under that shelf. So that is where everything is going to be. I think that will work out rather well, I hope. So, like I said, I had to put this on. I've only got 2 screws in it right at the moment, but I had to put this on in order to get this thing, you know, like it should be. And because I'm going to mount that cabinet, or that cabinet, the new cabinet right there, and I can't very well put that brace in there with that cabinet there. So it was time to get busy and do it. So that's what I did, and that's the update for now. Now eventually, see where that square is cut out. See if I can point that out. Yeah, the square right there. Yeah, right there. That above that, where that knot is at, that's going to connect to that shelf, give it a little more rigidity. And that's going to be there, as well as, I'm hoping maybe up here as well, this shelf going across here. It may be connected, I don't know yet. But there will be connections going down each side, right down and through here, and of course here. I have one screw in the top, one in the bottom right down. I have the clamp there, but the clamp's not really doing anything right at the moment. So that's the next step, is put a screw at the top of that. And I had to cut that, by the way, I had to cut that little thing out there for the oscilloscope to fit in there. And it probably didn't need to be that big, but I wanted to give it some wiggle room, and just in case. So that's why that's cut out there. Now eventually, up here at the top, my poster board, my sticker board will go, and I think it's going to fit in there rather well. I may have to put another or piece of plywood on this side to even it up enough to where it looks halfway decent, but we will see how it looks when I get to that part, and then go from there. So that's about the update for now, and I'll bring you back when I have more. There we go. This is looking pretty darn good. I think I have a screw here. I have a screw here. I have a screw here, and I have a screw here, and I have a screw here, here, and here. So that thing is solid as a rock, let me tell you. I am very, very pleased with the results of this. Like I said, it really stiffened that thing up. I mean, it's hard. It's just as stiff as the other one on the other side now. So that was what I was wanting all along, was that. So got that now, and I think I've got all the screws I'm going to put in this end. So I may put one more in the middle of them two there. Don't know yet. We just might. I could even put one going from the top down to into that cross brace if I want to, which I may do. I don't know. But for right now, that thing is solid as a rock, and it's perfect. And I was really pleased with that because, like I said, was not looking forward to doing that, but I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, it still needs to be painted. I've yet to get some paint for it. Lexi wants to paint it whenever I do. I've got to take that screw out of there on the corner. I don't know if you can see it right there, next to the right next to the screwdriver. There's a screw. It's sticking up pretty far. I'm gonna have to resync that a little bit, or countersink that a little bit to where that shelf will sit there flat. I don't want it to sit on top of that, so that'll be my next little job, and then I'll probably start mounting that cabinet. And like I said, those drawers on the back of that cabinet, you can see it's all open, so it will be easy to get in there and put a couple screws in the bottom of it to secure it to the countertop, tabletop, whatever you want to call that. But that's what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and drill some pilot holes and then put some wood, or not wood screws, but those drywall screws in. Those seem to work really well with this stuff, so that's what I've been using. So that's going to do it from here for right now, so we'll bring you back again. We had another update. Stay tuned. Now back with you once more. We have the first drawer has been mounted. It's I won't say, because it's plastic, there's a little give to it, but I think time you put some weight in the drawers, I think it'd be just fine. I've got the screws almost center of the travel, so it's hanging over about 2 inches in the front, so I think it's just going to work out just right. Time you put the other one down below it, I think it will work out really great, I hope. So that's the plan anyway. Hopefully I can get that other one in there and get that situated as it should be. That's the plan anyway. It's sitting over there on the floor. But it will allow me, if I put the small one there, it will allow me to get my vacuum cleaner in and out and have plenty of room for everything else there. So I think that's going to work out great. And it's not that far off from the chair. I mean, you know, from sitting right there. And like I said, it's just it's going to have to be the way it is because it's all the room I have. I could put I could stack that other one on top. I thought about doing that, but I think there's more room there to. I should say there's wasted room there to be used, so I might as well use it. And all this stuff on the floor won't be there, so I will have a clear shot at getting whatever I need out of the drawers. I think that's going to work out great, and that just leaves the one up on top there with the, and I could probably mount that on top. Never thought about that. I might try that. Anyway, making progress, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this one up as soon as I get this other drawer on. I haven't ate supper yet, so I dropped Lexi off at a little before 5. She's got to work till 10 tonight, so I get busy and doing things like this, I forget about eating, so that's probably a good thing. But for right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and get some measurements and mount the other drawer up there. And I want to make sure that there's a lip under there. Of course, that tabletop sticks. You can see see it right there. Yeah, that tabletop sticks up out a little bit. I gotta have that enough to where I can put it on there and drop it down to where it fits in the keyhole things. So I want to make sure I get that done right. So that's going to do it, guys. I'll bring you back if I get that mounted, and that probably will wrap up the whole thing. So we'll be back in a bit. Alright, back for the last time this time, I think. You can see I do have the final shelf up, and it is mounted. There's the one above it. I think those will work out rather well. I'm going to move all this stuff here before I call it success and see how easy it is to get things out of both places. And I think that will work out rather well, I hope. So, as you can see, there is plenty of room to get the vacuum cleaner out. Even those cable ties could sit there, it wouldn't bother anything. So, do have a little space on top of it, not much. Looking at those speakers over there, I guess I could put one or two there, but like I say, one of the good things I found out that I did not know about these drawers is they are dividers in some of them. Actually, the dividers are part of the cabinet. You have to take them off the back and cut them with the scissors and make them yourself. But I mean, it came out with 8 of them, 8 dividers. So at least I can have some dividers if I want them. And they seem to be, I've got them in the bottom drawers right now, but they seem to be fairly well in there. I mean, they don't come out so easy. So, like some of them. And like I say, that is up there good and solid. And this one's pretty solid too. So, like I say, once you get a little weight to that one, it'll be a little better. So, I think that's going to call this, we're going to call this a success. Or I know I am. Like I said, it's 6:30. I usually eat around, well, between 5:30 and 6. So, a little late for my supper. And I think that's going to do me for, I was watching my neighbor over there, see what they're doing. I can't see it. That's what I was looking at. I see a movement of something there, a hose or something between the vehicles. I don't know. Always kind of, you have to keep up with your neighbors, see what they're doing, you know. So. Anywho, enough of that. This is, well, I've got another mess to clean up. Moving around a little bit over here. As you can see, there's a good mess there on top of the bench. And then I've got to straighten up my scope back, get it back in position. And going to mount the, not mount the digital multimeter, bench meter above it, above the scope. Basically the same kind of angle. And get them both up there so I can use them both and get them both plugged in. And like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do, this bench brace, or shelf brace I should say, for a good while now. And it's done now. It's solid as a rock, like I said before. There's places to, there's plenty of room there to get in and out of that, and I'm happy about that. Again, I just need to figure out some spaces for other things to move them to. But now that I have the shelves up, or the shelves will be solid up here. I do have this one still here yet to put back up. That's the one on the that goes up above that one I just put in. I think I'm going to try to put that back as far as it'll go against the brace, and then maybe put some more screws in there, because that can only make it even better. So I think that's the way to go there. So that's probably what I'll do. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. As you can see, I think you saw from the outside view, it's been a wonderful day here. It was a little cloudy earlier in the day, but I think it's doing pretty good. So we're going to wrap this one up and call it good. So when I get these labeled and put stuff in them, and I'll show you as I go along, but I'm not going to get in any hurry. I wanted to get them up and have a place to do it, and I've got that. So here I am, starting to carry on again. Marty, yell at me. You guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.